so this is how I'm going to make some Egg Foo Young. And so what you're going to do is take assorted vegetables. I took cabbage, carrots, jalapeno pepper. Gotta take that stem out. Chopped up shrimp. I added cucumber, a little bit of onion, and I even added cilantro. It's your recipe, make it for how you want it. So you take your vegetables, you chop them up. Then you're going to take these eggs, or your eggs, you're going to crack them in here, and I'll show you that in just a bit. And I've seen people make it with like shredded pork or ground pork. I don't have any ground pork, so I'm going to use chicken of the sea. So, pretty much any meat I've heard is what you can use. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now I've beaten the eggs and I've taken the chicken of the sea and I drained all the oil off of it. And with the strainer, just gonna dump it in there. And I'm gonna take all my vegetables, and keep in mind, I am doing this one-handed. One hand is recording and one hand is doing this. So this might not turn out how I want. Okay, let me get all this stuff. Now you're gonna take a tablespoon of each of these items. So, tablespoon of oyster sauce, tablespoon of soy sauce, tablespoon of cornstarch, and a cup of water, and add it to the skillet. Now, since I'm filming this one hand, I'm going to have to stop and resume once I've done that. So hang on for a second. And I forgot to say, you add a teaspoon of sugar. I do a tablespoon. And so I'm going to try to stir this up with one hand. Probably not going to work well. So you basically, I'm going to have to use my second hand. You stir all this together. Once it's stirred up very well, you add it in the skillet, and you add, what is all of that? Is that powder? Weird. It's probably from the cornstarch. So then you add your cup of water in here. I'm going to show you that in just a second. Stir it up. It's going to look like this. I'm going to take my cup of water, pour it in here. I'm going to add this into my skillet on. Oh, probably, you don't want to turn it on too high. Okay, mix it up. Yes, I'm aware that right now it doesn't look like much, but it will thicken up and look better. So you just kind of let that boil for a while. And when you let it boil, if you start to see bubbles, that's your indication. Turn it down to low or lower the heat. And so it'll take a few minutes. It'll start to thicken up, and I'll show that to you later. Now, this other pan, I went ahead and put oil. I don't measure it out. I just pour oil in there. So I don't know what to tell you. I just pour enough oil to where I feel like the pan is coated thoroughly. And so I'm going to let that heat. You don't have to let it heat up for a little bit, but I'm going to just kind of let it heat for a little bit before I add my egg part. Now I've got two little patties going on, and I still have some mixture left. And so I'm just going to make two for now. I'll make the rest of them, but I'm not going to show you that. And you basically let it cook like an egg, like an omelet. You just let it cook on one side, then you flip it, and you flip it again. So you just continuously do that. And now we're going to check on my sauce. See, now it's getting its color. It's doing pretty good here. I'm going to kind of stir it some. It's still got a ways left. Be patient. It will, excuse me, firm up. I'm sorry, guys. I have allergies, and so the weather here is just atrocious, and I just have to constantly cough and clear my throat, and it's annoying. I do not have COVID-19, by the way, in case you're wondering. It's just kind of like an allergy slash asthmatic type cough. And so now you can kind of see the egg is firming up. And so it's not quite time yet, but I'm getting ready to flip this bad boy. these bad boys. So an update, as you can see, my little omelets are starting to brown, so that's encouraging. And my sauce is starting to thicken. I just got to stir it. It's still got a little bit of, sometimes it takes a while because you have it on low, so it's getting there. And I think for me, when I made this yesterday, my sauce was darker. So I'm going to add another tablespoon of soy sauce and another tablespoon of oyster sauce just for my personal liking. Okay guys, sorry. I decided not to add the additional tablespoon of soy sauce and oyster sauce. I made this for the first time yesterday, so I'm still kind of new at this. I just thought it was very yummy and I wanted to share it. So you're going to keep stirring. Remember, this is a slow process because you have the burner on low, and it's gonna take some time for it to thicken. That white stuff you see is cornstarch. Gotta make sure you get that kind of stirred up. Okay, let's see if I can flip one-handed and hopefully it's not burnt. Oh yes, that is. Whoops, sorry. That is getting me perfect. I'm going to let mine go a little bit longer on the other side so it can be more brown. It's supposed to be more like a circular patty, if you can imagine that. So that's coming out good. And as you can see, our sauce now, oh yeah, it's just starting to thicken. I just love this sauce, but I also love the way oyster sauce tastes. So I guess it just depends on if you like it or not, I believe. And the reason why my oven, you see smoke, is because I need to clean my oven. I cooked the other day and I wasted stuff in a burner. So that's why it's smoking. It's not anything wrong. It's just I should have cleaned my burner off before I started cooking. So don't let that alarm you. Sauce is perfect now. Sorry. I'm definitely going to clean off my skillet right when I'm done with this video. But it's perfect. And now I've got my Egg Foo Young with the gravy. I'm going to get a fork real quick and cut it open for you all. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. There you go. It's basically like an omelet with sauce on top. I apologize. I forgot to tell you guys two things. One thing is don't forget to put salt and pepper in your egg mix, and as well in your egg mix put a tablespoon of oyster sauce and a tablespoon of soy sauce in the egg batter. Stir it up really good, then cook it. I forgot those two steps. Please give me grace because this is my second time preparing this recipe. I just learned it yesterday and I'm still working out the kinks. I am no ways near perfection. I wanted to add, I am obviously not Asian. I have no Asian in me. So I made this because I tried it. It was good and I wanted to replicate it. I am not trying to offend any type of Asian American following or like desecrate your recipe or insult you. None of that was intended with this recipe. I just think it's awesome and I love it. And so I wanted to make it myself. So please don't be offended or leave me hateful, evil comments because I insulted your heritage, etc. Anyway, have a God bless day and read my life verse, Jeremiah 29:11, and meditate on that. God bless you.